I first wanted to become a doctor when I was 9 years old. It was an answer to a question in church. And I said, I want to be a doctor when someone asked me what I wanted to be. And that sort of stuck. It was stuck for many, many years. I was born in South Carolina, and we moved from South Carolina to New York. And I remember that the doctors I had in South Carolina, and this is in the 50s, were African American. The doctors I had when I was older in White Plains, New York, were all white. The difference in situation had a profound effect on me, I'm sure. I have trouble deciding what effect it did have. I don't know if it affected my decision to become a doctor at all. Science and medicine was something I was always interested in. But growing up in a segregated community and moving from a segregated community to an integrated community at a very young age had a profound effect. In fact, I went from an all-black school in segregated Spartanburg, South Carolina, to an all-white school in White Plains, New York, where I was the only black student in the whole school. And that actually continued to be my pattern all through high school and college, where I was actually mostly in an environment where I was the only black student around. I don't know if there's any place where we're doing a really good job with education about Black history at all. The history of my people is really not a prominent part of the history that's taught in schools. It's not in the books. There is in the curricula information about Martin Luther King. Every year we celebrate Martin Luther King, and so that's the taste of Black history we get. I think that it has to do with self-respect, so that kids need to see individuals who are similar to them in order to achieve success, to see respect for themselves, and to see what they can achieve. At my age, you begin to think about legacy and what that actually is. And legacy is a continuous thing. There's a legacy that affected me, and that legacy is not only the people I had around me, but also the millions of people who came before me that, as a result of what they did, allowed me to do what I do. I come from a family, at least at that level, where they were major figures in the community. I don't know whether or not they'd be very surprised at all that I've gotten to this point. I think they'd be very proud. Me and my own parents are very proud of it, but no one would look at it as we didn't think you'd get there. I guess it's one of the other things that's important in my life as I talk about now. I was always given positive reinforcement. Everyone, all my relatives, always said, you're going to achieve something. And so the achievement of success is not a surprise. It's something that is fine. That's what's supposed to happen. In this case, our people who have achieved, who are African American, have that legacy, and we walk around providing that message, and everything we do is part of that message, and it's important for everyone to see us and for us to be visible and for us to always be a model that people can follow.